All right, this is a 2017 F250 6.2 liter diesel, and there is a fault code P0315, crankshaft variation not learned. So here is our self-test results. We have the P0315. This is indicating we have to relearn the crankshaft profile. Let's go to a fault code description. All right, so here is our P0315 description. And our crankshaft profile is going to be just an image of the crankshaft that's used for misfire monitoring. This is going to be the desired that's going to be compared to the actual being the acceleration rates of the crankshaft while we have combustion. Now, first thing, take a note. This profile on this particular Ford is going to be stored in non-volatile random access memory. I've seen before in other manufacturers that this profile is stored in the keep alive memory. In other words, if we disconnect power, this profile will be erased and we'll have to do this procedure again. Now, this image is going to be taken during deceleration. One way or another, we're going to have to snap the throttle, whether we're going to be in park, whether we're going to be driving. And during deceleration, that's when this image is taking place, because during deceleration, we don't have combustion. And what we'll have is a nice, smooth turning crankshaft. Okay, that's when the image is going to be taken. Many manufacturers have different names for this. Chrysler calls it the adaptive numerator. GM calls it crankshaft variation learn. Ford, profile correction. In the past, older Fords, I believe, called it a profile correction, and this was done during driving. I believe you took it up to about 60 miles an hour. You let go of the throttle, decelerate the vehicle, do that 3 times. However that was done, I'm pretty sure it's similar in that fashion. But now Ford calls it a neutral profile correction, and this is going to be done with a scan tool. You can do this with aftermarket scan tools. In this case, I'm using IDS. So you want to be careful when you go to do this relearn. You want to make sure you have no misfires. If you do have severe misfires, this test is not going to work. Okay, you're not going to be able to store this profile. Okay, the scan tool is going to kick you out. It's not going to work. However, there's some cases where it will work, and if it does, from that point on, you will have an inaccurate misfire monitor. So make sure you don't have misfires. Now, there's a lot of other reasons that this profile may not learn, and I've had issues before with slack in the chain, cam and crank correlation issues, and so on. Now, I don't know if this test is even going to work on this vehicle. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll go smooth. Who knows? I have no history on this vehicle. The only thing I know is that's at a repair shop and the customer dropped off their car, and that's all I know. So let's go ahead and try to perform this profile correction and see what happens. So I'm just going to hold down on the throttle and get the engine up to temperature. E-brake's going to have to be on, and I'll wait to turn the AC off after I know the engine's up to temp, because it's hot outside. So we're going to snap this throttle. We want the RPMs to go past this green indicator. We went from 6 to 2, so we're going to have to do it one more time. It said we completed successfully. All right, well, I just don't know why that went so easy. I was expecting something else, and that's usually the vehicles I get. Let's go back to our DTCs. Check engine light just went off. Let's try to erase these with the engine running. Let's see what happens. I'll take the e-brake off. All right, so we no longer have an active fault. That's good. I'm going to power down the vehicle. All right, so I just let the vehicle power down for 5 minutes. We're going to refresh these codes and just make sure the PCM retained its memory. All right, our PCM passed, no active faults. Check engine light is still out. I'm just going to call this a fix. That should be it. Thanks for watching.